So this is an example of a question from our web assignment in lesson 6.3. Number 4 is what I'm looking at here. A brewery's filling machine is adjusted to fill bottles with a mean of 33.1 ounces of ale and a variance of 0.006. Periodically, a bottle is checked and the amount of ale is noted. Assuming the amount of the fill is normally distributed, what is the probability that the next randomly checked bottle contains more than 33.23 ounces? So what we need to do is go to our Excel spreadsheet and enter the mean and standard deviation. Now, variance is just standard deviation squared. So we're going to have to take that variance and square root it to get our standard deviation. So our mean, though, is given to be 33.1. And our standard deviation will be equal to square root, open paren, of the 0.006, close paren. So now we've told Excel exactly what our mean and standard deviation are. So what we need to do now is to calculate the z-score for a bottle that contains 33.23 ounces. So I'm going to come over here to my z-score column. And I'm looking for probability of more than, but in my z-score column, I'm going to enter that z-score formula, equals, open paren, x, 33.23, minus mu, we just entered that in that blue cell, so I'm going to go over and click on it, close paren, divide by standard deviation, and that is the number we entered in the second blue cell. And we'll click enter. And it calculates that z-score for us. Once we have that z-score, we can see that the proportion below is 0.9534 and that the proportion above is 1 minus 0.9534, which is 0.0466. So in B it says, let's say you buy 97 bottles of this ale for a party. How many bottles would you expect to find containing more than 33.23 ounces? Well, you've got to figure out what's 4.66% of 97. And you do that by merely taking 97 times that proportion above that you just calculated in part A.